I should use it more often. Oh! No idea what he said. It is me, Bob Zero, whatever the fuck your last name is. Fuck you, Bob. Oh, this is just, okay. I get it. But it's for you and it's free, you know? I'm not getting away with this.
Huh?
Furious man. Get real, you leech. What's all this then? Screw your little sales tax. You want us to pay a tax every time we buy something? You bloodsuckers. Oh. I understand. Your anger is justified. But it's a necessary evil for the sake of the nation's people.
Huh?
Get stuffed. You gonna pay sales tax on that fancy suit that you're wearing, you damn bureaucrat? This tax is only made to keep the common people down. Yeah, you vulture. God, that guy's face. Look at the guy's face on the right. Oh. He looks like he owns a 7-Eleven. For some reason. He looks like he owns a small convenience store. And has a giant bald spot behind that big flop of hair on the front of his head. That younger guy is sure taking some heat over some kind of tax issue. Guess it's my lucky day to run into the son of a bitch bureaucrat trying to spring the sales tax on us all alone. In a back alley, no less.
Eh?
I don't like your tone, sir. I represent the voice of the general populace, and I'm here to tell you, we're fucking pissed. I like this guy more. I like Furious Businessman. Irate Businessman can get fucked, though. Yeah, why don't you give us a little taste of public opinion? Then you'll know what oppression feels like. Yeah, I don't like that guy. The first one, I'm fucking pissed. It makes me happy. Please, calm down. Violence isn't the answer. Don't do this. Uh-oh, this pot's about to boil over. Alright. Please, calm down.
Huh?
Shut it, asshole. I like this guy a little bit more.
What?
Hey, fellas, let's tone it down. No sense ganging up on one guy. Have a little pride, eh? What? You don't know who this cockroach is, do you? It's the pencil-pushing dickwad that came up with the sales tax. Oh, I am completely on these guys' side. I don't like the guy in the green suit. Sales tax? What, don't you watch the news? It's a new tax they're going to start charging next year. Every time you buy something, they're going to charge you 3% more as tax. Isn't that ridiculous? What? That is some bullshit. And this guy's the douchebag? That's highway robbery. Ah. Exclamation point. Give me a second. I need to take a little sip of water here. There's a lot more than a sip that I just took. Ah. Whoa. I about lost it for a second there. Listen, guys, I totally understand why it'd piss you off, but beating this guy to a pulp isn't going to make the sales tax go away, is it?
Huh?
Who gives a shit? The government needs to know what the people think of their shit policies in a way they'll understand. Direct action. Yes. The government must pay. Kill the phonies. Yeah. Power to the people. And if you ain't part of the solution, you're part of the problem. You want to stick up for this mosquito, then we'll show you the power of the masses too. So what you're really after is blowing off steam. Sure, see how far that gets you with me. Prepare for the revolution, asshole. Oh, this guy's good. Menacing man. Oh, prepare for the revolution, asshole is so good. Aha. This is just satisfying. Okay. Wait, hold on. How'd that work? Does a little poke kind of thing? It's pretty good. Enemy down and finishing blow. Clark. I'm sorry, I was out of line. It won't happen again. Yeah, public outrage sure fizzles fast. Word of the day. Thank you for stepping in. Those people were out for blood. I'm... Jesus. Wait, what? I am Tayo Matsuzato. Tayo as in the sun. I don't understand. Is that Japanese for sun? I don't know. If I may, can I buy you a drink as thanks? That's a good name. I'm Majima. No need for any thanks, though. Oh no, I absolutely insist. Sounds like you got your work cut out for you, though. You some kind of political big shot? Well, I don't have much in the way of rank or power, but I am in a position to help steer the country. I came to Sotenbori for a conference on taxation policy, but I wasn't prepared to face the public about it. You're driving a tank called the government. Even if you're careful, people are going to be pissed when you steamroll them. ... A lot of dots. But you're trying to make this country a better place to live, right? You gotta take some pride in that. Do you think so? I knew people would be unhappy with the new tax, but only on a logical level. When I saw how emotional they got about it, well, it was daunting. If they find out the sales tax is only the tip of the iceberg and that there are more taxes on the way, I hate to think how people will react. What? More taxes on top of the sales tax? Right. Nothing's set in stone yet, but we're considering many more effective ways of generating revenue streams. In fact, at tomorrow's conference, I have to give a talk on some of those proposals. That's so. Well, I guess with everyone making such good money these days, you can't fault the government for wanting to get their hands in the pie. Yes, but as you've seen firsthand, we have to consider the public opinion. I wonder if I can really come up with a tax policy that everyone could live with. Good luck with that. Even if they're throwing cash in the fireplace, nobody wants the government to hold out its hand. Yeah, that's where I'm stuck. I haven't found the right balance, and I'm a little lost at the moment. Well, I can't say I understand a lick of what you're trying to do, but take care of the country for us, alright? Wait, Majima-san, can you help me just once more? Hi, you got another mob waiting to string you up? No, not that. I want to get your views on taxation. What? I know less than nothing on the subject of taxes. Unfortunately, I know too much about taxes. Look into supplemental income tax if you get a chance. That's why you're perfect. You see, I just had this idea. Perhaps someone who's completely ignorant of taxation can offer an entirely different perspective. You think? Please, Majima-san. Son, it's no exaggeration. The fate of this country rests on your shoulders. Will you please give me advice on taxation policy? Alright, we'll see how this goes. Okay, you win. Let's talk some taxes. Thank you. Your insight will be invaluable. But this is hardly the place for it. Can we go somewhere more appropriate? Oh, he's trying to get me to his room. I get it. Sure, lead the way. Now, you better keep in mind, I don't know the first thing about tax policy. Don't expect much from me. No, that's exactly why I asked you. I know you'll have some unique insights, not bound by typical conventions. So we're basically hoping to strike gold in a copper mine. Copper mine, sorry. Well, let's make sure you're not completely in the dark with a basic question. Sure. Majima-san, do you know why the government collects taxes from the people? Keep the people down, provide public services to collect on our debts. Public services, right? Ah, yes. That's exactly right. Sorry for asking such a basic question. Just as you said, Majima-san, taxes are collected mainly for providing public services. Education, medical care, the police, fire departments, and so much more are paid for by taxes. They pay for services that the people need to survive. Yeah, we gotta build roads and bridges and keep them in working order. Right? But there's more to it than that. Come on. Exactly. They also serve other purposes as it pertains to general wealth, but we don't need to go into that much detail. Not sure what that means, but whatever. Like I said, there's a whole lot I don't know. Oh, but aren't you interested in where your money goes? It's always good to know more about taxes. Yeah, I'm getting a proper schooling here. Okay, let's shift to the main theme. Majima-san, if you were in the position of collecting taxes from the people, what would you tax? Adult entertainment, tobacco. It's a good idea. Probably tobacco. If I had to guess. I mean, adult entertainment, that's just funny. I don't know. I would have to say tobacco. Tobacco, you say? Interesting. Since the government monopoly on tobacco products ended 3 years ago, there actually has been a small tax on tobacco products. Yeah, I smoke myself, so I don't really want to pay a tax on them, but I suppose they're non-essential. If you're going to jack up taxes, it's the non-essential stuff that you start with. People might even be more likely to understand a tax on smokes, right? I see. A tobacco tax. Yeah, it packs around 200 yen now. People bitch and moan, but I think they'll still fork over 300. I see. Interesting. At the 400 mark, though, I think I'd have a long, hard think about each pack being worth it. Yes, I think at that point I'd consider cutting back on my intake, too. And what about 500 a pack? I'd probably quit cold turkey. You'd quit at 500? But if we raised it incrementally... You start muttering all of a sudden. What else do you think would have a potential for taxation? I think something that's closely tied to everyday living would have the best potential. Tax tied to everyday living, huh? Pretty shrewd. Air. Jeez. Air, pets, and gas. It had to be gas, right? It has to be the right answer. At least that's what I would think. I can't think of a good reason to have air or pets on there. I mean, you're already paying a pet rent tax, or pet rent, not really tax, but pet rent. That's tied to the total tax that a landlord can get off of your rent. It's gotta be gasoline. How about jacking up the tax on gasoline? Ah, gasoline tax.
Yeah.
Why not? People with cars are obviously living it up here. Why not skim a little more off the top? Sorry, I need a drink. The price of gas is dependent on the cost of petroleum, so people have experienced price hikes before. They should be used to price creep, actually. There's also a provisional tariff on gas tax. Yes, there's certainly room to raise taxes without too much notice. Hey, why all the muttering? You not feeling that one either? Oh no, far from it. I think it's a fantastic idea. I will definitely follow up on it. Oh, good to hear. Yuya-san, anything else? Do you have anything else to say on the matter of taxation? Anything else about taxation?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, right. Well, I was thinking about that sales tax those goofballs were all riled up about. Yes? So next year, we gotta start paying 3% on top of everything we buy, right?
Hey.
Yes, that's how it works. Well, why stop at 3%? Sure, you can go in at that rate, but wouldn't you get more if you bumped it up? That would be impossible. Kazuma-san, you saw what happened. Just a 3% tax caused so much outrage, people wanted to tear me apart. To charge more would probably end in open revolt.
Yeah.
No, Taiyo-chan. You ain't thinking. People are pissed because you sprang a new thing on them. You had to turtle up. You gotta think about the long game. The long game? Familiarity is a scary thing, my friend. Sure, people are bitching and moaning about this shiny new tax, but once it becomes a regular part of life, they'll move on to the next thing to bitch and moan about it. And that's when you start gradually turning the screws. Dot 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 dot. Exclamation point. Every time you hike it up a little, you'll get some more blubbering. But they won't be screaming bloody murder like the first time you introduce the tax. You want to know why? Because they'll be used to getting screwed. If something they've already accepted gets a little worse, it's just the facts of life doing what they do. So if you want to pull in the cash, you gotta have a plan to really amp up that sales tax. Majima-san, I'm getting goosebumps. And I think you're terrifying, actually. Are you even of this earth? Possibly. You really want to know? Eh? No, not really. Then, if the sales tax were to be raised, how high do you think it should go? How high should it go, huh? You're starting at 3%, right? Let me see here. Certainly not 50%. 5% seems low. This is like those answers you get on the online quizzes that your teacher puts together, and they like give you like 1, 10, 53.4, and 100. You always pick the one that's like 53.4.
Yeah.
Around 8%? I see, 8%. Actually, that's a good number. It's neither too close nor too far from the double-digit 10 threshold. There would be dissent among the people, but I imagine it could actually be workable. Yeah, an 8% sales tax will bump 100 yen. 100 and yen. 100 wing wang thing to 108 wing wang. Sure, that hurt my enthusiasm for buying pricey stuff. Maybe if we went from the initial 3% up to 5%, wait a little longer, then hiked it up to the proposed 8%, then eventually we'd... Enough with the muttering under your breath. Taia-chan. Oh, sorry, I was lost in my thoughts. Majima-san, I'm so glad I took the time to speak with you. You're a wealth of ideas. Yeah? Glad I was useful. Useful doesn't begin to describe it. Please, take this. It's just a token of my thanks. You got some primeval spirit stone. What the hell's that do? Okay, I better get going. I need to get back to my hotel and prepare for my presentation for the tax conference tomorrow. Attaboy. Do your country proud, you hear?
Hi.
I'm 24 and I'm saying attaboy. Will do, Majima-san. I'll be sure to work in your advice. See ya. Ooh, I never figured I'd be in a position to give a guy in the business of running our country advice. Taia-chan seemed to get a handle on how to go about jacking up taxes, too. Good for him. Wait, jacking up taxes? Did I just... If taxes go up, is it my fault? Nah, no way. Yeah, it's my fault. I am a jackass. You jackass. Alright, well. That puts me right next to where I need to go anyway. I'm not going there, just in case there's more sub-stories and stuff around. Because I actually like doing these. Unfortunately, I do have to talk over and over again. I just kicked your ass a second ago. You find 2 more friends to come over? Goons! Were they called goons last time? I'm trying to play this game like it's Assassin's Creed, and it's not going well. Like, X does not dodge. And with that money, I can do another ability upgrade. Another one, Thug. Yes, I do. A spinning kick while running. Alright, that gets all the first level Thug stuff done. Thugging it up. Please let my daughter go. My daughter, please let my Lori go. Lori? Yori? Huh? What's all this? It's a cult. Let her go? Your daughter is with us of her own free will. Your accusations have no merit. You people duped my daughter into joining. You fanatics.